Hello there, welcome to Saberjewel Gaming, where we always take the high ground. Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. This is my playthrough as a Hufflepuff character. Hufflepuff? Did I just say? Hufflepuff. Good grief. It has been absolute time since I played this game. Although that's not strictly true. About 2 weeks ago, I'd say, I actually attempted this game, which is why I'm midway through a mission, as you can see where I am. I started a stream on this game, and after about 10 minutes, there was an error in the game. It shut down. The stream shut down. Yeah, bit of an annoying little situation. So I have tried it. It went wrong, but we're back, carrying on. This is part 10 of this stream, and I'm going to try and make it a bit of a longer one. Normally I tend to do these for about an hour, but I'm going to try and do at least 2 hours on this today. And there will be some more streams later on, at least one more. I did not do Thursday's Saberjewel wrestling stream, but we are doing it today, and it is going to be a huge one with some huge matches. It's going to be a longer show. It's the 10th show, as this is, by the way, the 10th Harry Potter one. It's a big day for 10s today on Saberjewel Gaming. So, yeah, we will hopefully see you later on for Saberjewel Wrestling too. But we got us some Hogwarts Legacy-ing to do first of all. Now, I don't know if this... there'll be some bits missing. I normally would have, I think, had some combat here. Oh, here we go.
I'm famished.
Boom, have that, you. Okay.
That's our way in.
Okay, so it'll be something to do with this, won't it? Here we go. So yeah, with this game, you get to pick which house you want to play as. I've already completed it as Slytherin, off stream. So, hence why I'm doing Hufflepuff.
The child, if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconvenient.
In case it wasn't obvious as hell.
Have you not acquired
These are the villains.
here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another
Clearly not getting on very well.
A power that you one day hope to wield.
A-Train says, hey Saber, what we're playing? We are playing Hogwarts Legacy.
We already knew they were after
Okay.
you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
Also, Hardly Quinn says, I like this game. It is a good game.
Too. Professor Rookwood said
It was one of the main reasons I got the PS5. Or certainly one of the main things I was looking forward to. Okay, conflict.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
I was midway through throwing something, you little tool bag. Guess I'll throw it at you instead.
How delightful.
Oh. Boom.
Put me on the ground now!
You're going to regret that.
We got us full on fighting scenes here at the moment.
Oh, what's the light? You'll pay for that! Treating me like I'm not a proper lady.
Like she's not a proper lady.
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
I'm glad he's actually involved in the fight here. Usually it's like just me doing all the work, and then he turns up a minute later.
You haven't got a friend.
Big bang! Is there more people? Is there someone else that I can't see? Oh, he's over there.
You are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that.
See you later, dude. Right. Okay. Can we go up the stairs? Okay, I'm assuming that's the way in. Here we go.
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Whoa!
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Interesting crest. Let's see where this takes us. Oh. That's another one.
Careful now.
Must be one more of those. There it is. Here we go. Something tells me coming down here isn't going to be the safest place to be.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Okay. Let's see what's this way.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
So I guess we just keep looking. I could probably do with a...
Lumos!
There we go. A little bit of illumination. That looks like a portrait.
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic. And have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, A goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
Harley Quinn says, sounds like things are not going well here. No, no.
Will ensure that.
It's
Power
all
without
going
knowledge
off.
is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I like to every single time I'm going somewhere dangerous, Professor Fig must leave me now. Here we go. That's fine. I'll do all the dangerous stuff,
I
and
would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival.
and the teacher just stays behind. Perfectly fine. Some of these temple mission bits are so annoying. And I strongly suspect this might be one of the more annoying ones.
Revelio.
So bear with me. I know I said I was going to make this a long stream. That might not. I might not have a choice in that matter. Okay, we've opened up something over there. Yeah. So basically, there's all these things with these gateways. So if I come through here, I can't get up there. But if I go through here, now I might be able to. Let's see.
Pillar to climb out of. The archway is the answer.
Now I go back through the archway and come around here, and it's there. Can I make that jump? No. Okay. So I need to move it further. So I can only move it through the archway. Let's move it right across, just in case. So as you can see, it's a small one there. But when I come through the archway this way again, it's a tall one. So in this, I've got to do lots of going back and forth through archways. It's almost between like two different realities. Get ready to run. This will move. Doesn't actually do anything, I don't think. It's very disorientating. Discombobulating. It's not collapsing behind me or anything. Okay, so I have to activate this archway. So from here,
Pillar is blocking the path. I need to move it.
can't do anything. But if I go through the archway... Oh, is there a stairs over there? No. Go through the archway. Now, It's clearly active because I can see that little white glow around it. So I must need a different spell. Let's try some different ones. No, none of those. It's gotta be something. No. If I go through this way? Ah! That chest wasn't there before. Okay, let's try again some different ones. Oh, this is annoying. I'm pretty sure this was one that I got stuck on. Let's have a little goosey online. Do-do-do.
Is there any way to reposition this archway?
Ah. Reposition the archway. What's over here? That is that something? Oh, not sure I've done that right. Okay, let's see. As you enter the next room, you can hit a distance symbol on the wall and an alcove to the left to create an additional section of the bridge. I don't see a bridge. Have I got to go back? Is there something here? Ah. Let's have a look. Got to be something over there.
Incendio. Accio. Confringo.
Oh! It was just that one. Okay. Hang on. Does that mean all along it was just that basic blast thing I needed to use over here? Let's try. Bet it was. That was it.
Confringo. Confringo.
Ah.
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Hang on. No.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
There we go. Whew. Figured that one out eventually. And it wasn't even what I read online that helped with that. So that's something. We got us a big old fight on our hands now. That's alright. I like a fight. It's the other faffing around that does me head in.
Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
It doesn't say a lot about Hogwarts, just how often they put their students at risk, does it? Goodbye. There we go. Let's carry on.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how?
Okay. So I can't get across. Oh, hang on. That way. There we go. Okay, we're making some progress now, guys. Let's
There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto.
So I need to see if I can bring a ledge. Whoa! Brought him to life, didn't I? I brought that over, so that's something. But, okay. Whoa. Jeez, where'd he come from? He's on the other side. I just can't see him. Okay. Gonna go through here. Whoa, now I can see them. Have an egg. Okay, is it bigger now? Yes. But it's bigger, but now I can't. So when I come through this side, okay, what if I bring that with me? Come on. I need to... What's the one that allows me to carry something? That one. Okay. Come through with me.
Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
If I now go through... No. No, this way. That's it. Well, what do you know it? I am solving puzzles left, right, and center here. Boom. Make the jump, girl. Make the jump. Okay. Whoa! Discombobulation. Okay. If you wouldn't mind just giving me a full-on fight instead of all this nonsense, I'd really appreciate it. Oh. Okay, there's a fight. That's that one done. What we got through here? I don't get it. Is this even one I have to do, or is this a... I think that might just be to get that chest. I am not going to get into any of those that I don't need to do. Here we go. I feel we has fight coming up. Let's make sure we pick well. So depending on which side of the thing they're on, they're either visible or invisible. No, I can't see. I can't see that one, but I can see other ones. Okay. Let's just tackle them what I can see at a time. Ooh, close call. Ooh, Expelliarmus him right in the right in the Hogwarts, right in the Hufflepuffs. This one nearly beaten, that's him down. Hello, Nathan. Yep, we are doing some Hogwarts Legacy, dude. How are you, my man? I hope all is well with you today. And hello, Fabrizio. Welcome to Hogwarts. The hell's going on there? Oh man, he didn't even die when I threw an egg at him. He's a big hoss, this one. That Resto Momentum ain't doing a damn thing, is it? Fabrizio says the OTC will return Saturday's main event. Yeah, we've got Saturday night's main event tonight. I will be watching that. It's on YouTube, I believe. Nathan says, I've been up since 2 a.m, can't sleep. Damn. I mean, I didn't go to bed until after 2 a.m, but that's very different. Sorry to hear you can't sleep, mate. I hope you managed to get some sort of nap or something today. And as for me, mate, I'm okay, thank you. Fabrizio says, be honest, is Saturday night main event a PLE for you? No. And it was never meant to be fair. Saturday night's main event wasn't what used to be called a pay-per-view. It was like a network special. So, somewhere between Raw or SmackDown and a pay-per-view. That's why it's on YouTube. That's why it's on YouTube, because it was never meant to be like a premium live event or a special event or anything like that. So no, it doesn't feel that way. I'm pretty psyched for seeing Goldberg's last match, though. I'm from the generation that, you know, Goldberg was a big deal. He didn't get the best run of things initially in WWE when he first came in. So I hope his last match gets some love. Fabrizio says, I expect Goldberg match tonight to be 15 plus minute. Oh, I don't know how many 15 plus minute matches he's ever had, let alone in his older years. I would think from bell to bell, once the music ends, if it's 6 or 7 minutes, I will be very happy. I will think that's more than long enough. I think a little bit of a stare down, a bit of a pushing back and forth. Then we very quickly get into one of them beats down on the other one beats down the other one. A spear and a jackknife, or especially spears, maybe a couple of spears outside, a few hope spots that makes it look like Goldberg's gonna win. Then Gunther, after taking a beating for a bit, comes back, manages to hit that big drop kick of his, and then gets in the lock. Goldberg doesn't tap out, but he manages to pass out Goldberg, and then he backs away looking all like shocked as to how badass Goldberg was, so that Goldberg gets a big round of applause. More than enough for me. Speaking about more than enough, job done, I believe.
What a relief.
Fabrizio says, hear me out, while Goldberg vs Gunther is happening, Seth comes to the ring to cash in, but he can't because Roman spears him. I can see something like that. I mean, if I'm fantasy booking, and this is all a bit silly, but I think would be fun, I would have Goldberg beats Gunther. And then he wins the title. Then Seth comes down, cashes in, and then he's stood there with the title looking all proud. Then Roman returns, spears the hell out of him and his entire group. So Roman stands tall. Maybe even Goldberg and Roman team up together. So you got the two spear masters. And then Roman shakes Goldberg's hand, raises his hand. Goldberg gets one more title reign. Gunther's loss is forgotten in the chaos of it all. Maybe even some of Seth's teammates come down, get involved, so that Gunther doesn't lose clean. But I think that would be a cool way to give everyone something. Oh, we got a flashback.
Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you.
Nathan says, then Undertaker throws Goldberg into a casket.
These are my colleagues from Hogwarts.
Don't necessarily see Undertaker being there. He probably doesn't want to be anywhere near Goldberg after their match together, mate.
He hasn't spoken since my brother died.
Fabrizio says, to be honest, Jey Uso versus Gunther became like Brock versus Roman. I think they only fought twice.
The power to take away pain.
Or was it? No, it was 3 times. Roman versus Brock happened about like 8, 9 times. So, wasn't quite the same.
Isadora. What have you done?
Fabrizio says Jey versus Gunther happened 7 times. I remember them fighting on Saturday night's main event ahead of WrestleMania. I remember them then fighting at WrestleMania, and then they had the rematch after WrestleMania where on Raw, I think, where Gunther won the title back. They might have fought in tag matches or something. Or maybe they, way before their feud started proper, they had matches that I don't remember. Ooh. So she's basically got the power to take pain directly from someone. Ah, I see. They had their feuds over the Intercontinental title and in the King and Queen of the Ring. Ah, fair enough, mate. I stand corrected. Okay.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep this second artifact safe, as you've advised.
Good.
Fabrizio says, to
ready
be
to
honest,
move
I
on?
thought CM Punk would win this year's Rumble. Choose Cody, then Cena wins the Chamber and faces Gunther. Wins the Chamber and faces Gunther. Yeah, I think we all thought that, mate.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor.
Yeah, 'cause it's always the
a pleasure
bloody
to meet you as
students that
well.
do all the
I am
stuff.
certain that you are more than capable.
I will
of
be doing
completing
a
my trial.
wrestling stream
However,
later today,
I
by the
must
way,
first,
guys.
how shall
I'm
we
going to be,
say,
because I didn't do it on
prepare the
Thursday,
location of your next
my
trial.
Saber Duel wrestling stream.
trust your
So I'm
judgment,
going to do it
Professor
later
Fitzgerald.
today, and we
You
are going to
know
have
better
some
than anyone how
Youge
to manage
matches,
the inconvenience
including
of,
some title ones.
well,
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed, I should. I shall confirm that everything is
You
in
will
order
see The
immediately.
Rock, Roman Reigns, Abyss, Bret Hart, CM
course.
Punk, Jade Cargill, Rhea
Professor
Ripley,
Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way
AJ
forward.
Styles,
Until
Rey
then,
Mysterio,
you
Rob
should
Van
continue to
Dam.
hone your magic. If you learn
Loads
more
of stuff
about
going on,
Ranrock
so
and Victor Rookwood's
hope to see you
activities in
then
the
as well.
meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor.
Fabrizio says no explanation yet why Cena sold his soul. No, I don't think we're getting that.
I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Okay, on with the story. Snowy time. I think we might be getting towards Christmas. Are we seeing Christmas trees? Oof, waking up in my dorm. We are getting a bit of a reset. Fabrizio said, would you rather see Seth with the Undisputed title or the World title? I'd stick with the World title. I think the Undisputed title is already made. The World title needs to keep having big people with it and stuff to build it up. And I think Seth, he's involved in a current big storyline. Give him the World title. The WWE title is, I sort of see it as the WWE title is the superstar title, The world title is the sort of workhorse top one.
Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
They can change that and they can overlap that. But right now, there's nothing that makes sense about him going for the WWE title.
Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
I mean, I think having Goldberg briefly win it to give it that superstar aura would be cool. Fabrizio says, hear me out. If Seth cashes in the Undisputed title while Gunther builds up by facing CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes. Yeah. Sounds fair. Oh, different bedrooms. I think Seth has to cash in and win a title at some point or another. That just needs to be what he needs to do. But when? It just depends what they've got planned in all other areas at the moment, really. Ooh.
Revelio.
What's in here? I found a secret area.
Alohomora.
Doing a little bit of lock picking here, bear with me. Boom. Fabrizio says, should John Cena lose at SummerSlam immediately lose the title while AJ wins the IC title at SummerSlam? Probably faces AJ Clash. I would definitely like to see AJ versus Cena one more time. They're very much with John Cena sort of revisiting some of his best matches and feuds and stuff. And I think the whole beat up John Cena, AJ Styles thing was great. So I would absolutely want to see that again. How they do it, I don't really mind. I'll be honest, whilst I know this won't happen because for most people it's not a big enough thing, I would actually like AJ Styles to be Cena's last feud, his last match. Like a retirement thing. Because you could also believe that AJ is coming up to retirement. We know he signed one last contract. Fabrizio says John needs to revisit one last match with Cena. Yeah, absolutely agree. Their feud was so much fun. It was some of the best matches that I would say either of them had. And that says a lot, because AJ Styles has had some absolutely epic matches. Where the hell was the way out? It was through here. I mean, if they fought over they could do that. That would make sense, because I don't think John Cena's ever held the IC title. So they could do that. That's his aim. After he loses the title, you could literally have it that his last thing is about the IC title. You could even tie that in with matches with Sheamus if you wanted to, because that's his thing as well. And they almost have this big tournament over who gets to fight for the title. So yeah, there's a fair few potential things there. I'm gonna have a little look at the quests that I should be doing. Okay, this is the main quest, so let's focus on this.
Revelio.
This way. Fabrizio says AJ Styles chasing the IC title. He is. I would have AJ eventually be the one to beat Dom for it, but it be because of like Finn Balor and man, I don't know, they seem to be stepping away from that. Looks like we've got further to go. That's a different one. But yeah, I think an IC title situation. I'm in a toilet. That was the witch's toilet. This is the wizard's toilet. So this is the boys. No, let's not go in there. Fabrizio says it's crazy that Gunther spends his WWE career and NXT 70% as champion. I know, dude, he's absolutely... this is where people saying, oh, if Gunther loses to Goldberg, oh, they're burying him. You can't bury someone who spent 70% of his career as a champion. Like, are you kidding me?
Revelio.
Whatever happens, Gunther's going to be fine. And I'm not saying he should lose the title. I'm just saying you don't have to worry about him being buried. He's also, bear in mind, so he's been the NXT UK champion. He's been the NXT champion. He's been the longest reigning Intercontinental champion. He's been two-time world champion, and he's been King of the Ring. This is during a time, by the way, when you've got Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, John Cena. You've got all these wrestlers around and in the mix, and Gunther's had that many title reigns and that long. He's fine, and he can go a while without being champion and be okay. I'd even consider, get Imperium back together, let them go after the tag titles, or just have some feuds without a title. That's fine. He would have been fine if he hadn't won the title. And I think the only reason he's won the title is so that Goldberg has a heel to face for the title. I don't think Gunther's going to have been like, no, don't give me that title reign. He'll have been like, you want to give me an extra title reign? Even if it's short and I do lose to Goldberg, it's fine. In fact, you could almost have Seth, if you really want to mess things up a little bit, you could have Seth cash in, make it a triple threat, and that's what allows Goldberg to win, because Roman comes back and costs Seth. So Goldberg wins the title. The only thing is, they've made it clear this is Goldberg's last match, which is why I think he could win the title and instantly be cashed in on.
High Wing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her.
And then you can have all the debate of, actually, could that cash in count? Because he's already retired.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does.
One way or another, considering this is a card that most people are saying is, you know, nothing special.
Fair enough.
It's clearly got a lot of speculation behind it.
Especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not.
There's absolutely tons they can do, and
best kept secret, apparently.
whatever it is, I will
The
be
name came up twice,
interested
but
in
they
it.
never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of
Yeet,
this area.
says
I thought if we
Eli.
searched around a bit, it
Well,
might give
tonight
us
it will
clues
be
as to
no
what they're
yeet,
doing.
because
If you
although
ever meet
we
my
all
plan,
know that Jimmy Uso is full on yeet now as well. We've got Jimmy Uso challenging for the US title tonight as well, by the way, against Solo. Don't know if
Not to worry.
anyone thinks Jimmy Uso has a chance there. I don't,
I normally tell her
but
everything.
who knows?
She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something.
Fabrizio says Gunther is the new Brock Lesnar, like he is Brock Lesnar Prime. He's the next big thing.
This way.
I think what Gunther needs, Gunther doesn't need to win more titles. He needs to beat established names. If you think Brock Lesnar beat The Rock. Brock Lesnar beat Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rob Van Dam. Brock Lesnar was given wins over Kurt Angle, The Undertaker. Ooh.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do
That's
not
what Gunther
notice
means.
more of
He
your
needs.
kind around here, in league
Fabrizio
with the
says he
poachers?
defeated Randy Orton. He did. And Randy Orton is a big name.
For your sake, that is true.
But he was never Stone Cold. He was never even in the thing between him and John Cena, it was always John Cena that won. He was the one for John Cena to fight against. He was never actually like they were 1A, 1B. He's probably the nearest they've got to it, but the problem is so many other people have beaten Randy Orton now too. He's A1 to beat. It's one of the bigger ones to beat. Gunther would benefit from beating Goldberg tonight. He would have benefited from beating Brock Lesnar.
I'm not sure why.
A John Cena. Gunther being the one to retire John Cena in his last match. That would be big. Whoa.
That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Something tells me there is going to be literally something in the water.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio.
So we've got to do a bit of an investigation.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Fabrizio says, but what Cody achieved... Give me a second. But what's Cody achieved since he returned? He won the Rumble twice. He became undisputed tag champions. He defeated a legend to finish the story. He won the crown jewel. Now he's the king. Exactly. Cody has had all the accolades that make you like the top guy.
Seems out of place in a
He's main evented like 3 WrestleMania sort of nights, if you include. He had that Hell in a Cell with Seth. That's an iconic moment when he takes off his jacket and his chest is bruised to hell. And then he still wins the Hell in a Cell. That is as iconic a moment as Stone Cold Steve Austin bleeding in the sharpshooter. That is special. You can't fake that. And you can't have many people with that sort of level of icon. Gunther should get a title win over CM Punk. That would be about the biggest one he could get, I think. CM Punk wins the title, holds it for a while. Gunther's the one to dethrone him. Maybe even retire him down the line.
How do Goblin and Poacher interest?
The question is, though, Gunther is a very good wrestler. He's a very believable threat. But is he a superstar?
Definitely Poacher.
Brock Lesnar was a superstar as well.
So what are they doing out here?
Cody Rhodes is a superstar.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
My mother used to always say, a clear head makes way for a clear path. I don't know what your path is, since your head's never seen a clear way.
Betting on the...
Ah, sod it. Let's just fight them all. Oh, launched him off the edge.
You dare say one of my own? Back another round with you. Shall we finish what we started?
Fabrizio says the problem with Gunther, he needs more big feuds. Like Broface, Jey Uso, Finn Balor. Exactly, yeah, he's just... You don't feel like a big guy, a big name, unless you've had some big rivalries and big wins.
What have you done? I shall make much of you.
So... I just,
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is
Oh, we've got a bit of repair road to do here. Woo, fixy things.
What in Merlin's
Also, the thing is, with the Money in the Bank isn't one that is an accolade in itself. In a sense, Money in the Bank is a shortcut. So, really, only baddies should win the Money in the Bank. Goodies can win it too, but their title win automatically looks cheaper. Whereas Cody winning the Royal Rumble, that's not a cheap win. Like, you've had to beat 29 people
fighting ring.
and earn the title match still.
Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him. I hope you have your own.
I'm not very good at being subtle, am I? Fabrizio says, like, if he keeps the world title after Saturday's main event, I want him to face CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, LA Knight. I just don't... I don't know whether Gunther needs to be the world champion all the time. He's always a credible threat. There's different types of champions. Gunther is probably closer. I don't think he's anywhere near as good, but he's closer to like a Kurt Angle. He's the one to keep giving the title to, so that then the next person coming through has a good opponent and a good match. I mean, Kurt Angle was a lot more of a character and a lot more entertaining than Gunther too.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far.
Thing is, Gunther is always going to be... He's always going to be around and involved. Because he's just too good not to be. But your main star doesn't need to be your best wrestler. They can be, but they don't need to be. They need to be an entertaining character. They need to have that superstar aura. And I don't know with Gunther. I love Gunther, by the way. He is a solid opponent for anybody. But I think the first thing we need to see, does he survive tonight against Goldberg? If he beats Goldberg clean and no one else cashes in, he is in a better place than he's been for ages. Because he's just beaten a legend. A full-on retired a legend. But I absolutely agree. I think Gunther would do fine for a while without the title.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Fabrizio says... Or he can be like Brock Lesnar, kicking ass without taking the title like Brock did to Cody Rhodes. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. It's like he could just be that one that has some proper rivalries and some, you know, battles that don't include the title. The thing is, Gunther has shown that he can look like a top star when he's the champion, when he's a champion. But the big main eventers, the top names, they can also do it when they're not the champion. So Gunther needs some time without the title.
All right. I have the...
Fabrizio says if Vince was around, he would probably fumble Gunther. Oh, absolutely. Gunther would be some sort of like joke character. Also, bear in mind his original name was Walter. Gunther was chosen as a name because it happened to be the name of a... Because the full name they chose was that of someone who fought, let's say, on the wrong side in the Second World War. That was the name they used. That's where Gunther as a name came from. So that's Vince McMahon's behaviour. So he would absolutely have done Gunther bad. Okay. Oh, there's another one.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. How nice of you to stop by.
Oh, she's an animagus. Yeah, I'm actually quite looking forward to it, to be honest. I think there's been a lot of sort of negativity about it, and I'm like, no, I'm going to enjoy it. I mean, the one thing I won't enjoy is because it'll be a network special and it's going to be on YouTube. There's going to be tons of like gaps and ad breaks and all that nonsense. But well, never mind. Ooh. I like how I'm doing a wrestling stream later. We've done nothing but wrestling talk here. What's the bet later on when I'm doing my wrestling stream? Everyone just talks about Harry Potter. I do hope to see you guys later when I'm actually doing the wrestling stream, as that'll be what it'll be about. Hopefully everyone will enjoy that. Oh. Let's Fabrizio says, I really want to see Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul. I agree. I actually think that would be a really decent match.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't want to see Logan versus Jelly. I don't really care or know or have any interest in Jelly Roll. But if that's his chosen name, my word, that tells me everything I need to know about Jelly Roll. That's a big-ass dragon.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
A reminder, guys, there's a...
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
There is in like the ranking thing in the comment section. I don't know quite how it works though, because I can tell that Fabrizio's made the most comments, but Nathan is top. Although maybe it's to do with previous comments. I don't know. Hardly Quinn's in third. I don't know how that works.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
If anyone knows how the new ranking system in the comments works, do you please let me know.
Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Okay, that's another quest completed. Let's have a look, see. I'm going to try and stick to them. Oh, there's no main quests to do currently. Fabrizio says, why'd you put Evolution 2 near SummerSlam? I don't know. I don't know if it's actually... Ooh. I don't know if it's simply to do with... I don't know what that one is. Bombarda. Flipendo? Defendo. Descendo. I don't know if it's to do
It's time you learned the transformation spell.
with just when the first one was, whether it was around that time of year.
In finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Oh, maybe I do now have a new main quest. Complete Professor Weasley's assignments. Okay, let's do that. Where's it telling me to go? Fabrizio says Roman should have kind of returned at Night of Champions. I don't know. I kind of thought he might do. But who knows? He might not have been available to. Also, not everyone watches the Saudi shows. The shows over in Saudi Arabia and stuff. Rightly or wrongly, I'm not getting involved in that. Some people won't watch them. They don't agree with WWE performing over there. So they'll always be careful not to necessarily do too much that's gonna massively impact big events. Fabrizio says, bro, this year's Saudi was hot, like the crowd was loud. I agree, and I'm going to be honest with you. I actually think they've been some pretty decent shows. And I don't have any issue with them performing over there, quite frankly. I'm not saying I condone everything that happens over there. I absolutely don't. But I could say the same about the UK and America. I don't condone everything that happens here or there either. That's got nothing to do with whether or not I think it's okay for them to do a sports show over there. Also, whether people like to admit it or not, there's been a lot of progress in the fact that since they've started going over there, now women are actively performing, which was not the case. They weren't allowed to, and now they are. So people might not like it, but WWE have actually made some changes over there. Or at least the laws have made some changes over there. But yeah, I have no issue with the shows. As long as they're not just booked just around the whims. I don't like it. Like, it's like, okay, we're paying you lots of money, so this is what we want to see happen. It should be like, no, this is the product, this is the story we're telling. You can request particular wrestlers and stuff, but you don't get to dictate who the champions are and stuff. So Fritzio says next year we've got 3 Saudi Royal Rumble, King, Queen, and the Crown Jewel. I actually think Crown Jewel should be the King and Queen of the Ring event. It's literally called the Crown Jewel. Also, King and Queen of the Ring sounds stupid. King of the Ring, good. Queen of the Ring, good. King and Queen of the Ring, not good. Sounds rubbish. So call it Crown Jewel and have the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments, finish there. And I like that I would have them take place, have that event take place right before Christmas. Bloody Christmas? What am I talking about? Right before SummerSlam. And yeah, the winners are the the challengers for SummerSlam. Okay. Really in the wrong place. Fabrizio says that think that W should do next year's King, Queen of the Ring, then another next year Night of Champions. Like, take Night of Champions, take a break of a King. Not quite sure what you mean, dude. I apologise, I might have misunderstood there. Oh, so take a break, so not do it every year. I think the problem is when there's an event that you don't do every year, it starts to feel like, okay, so this isn't one you're actively that bothered about. You know, WrestleMania became a big deal, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, because they were annual events. The thing is, Clash of Champions or Night of Champions should be one event, and King of the Ring should be another. They should be separate things. Because the idea of Night of Champions used to be every title is on the line. That's it. That's the whole point. Every title is on the line. King of the Ring is you're crowning a King of the Ring and a Queen of the Ring now. And that's it. They should be separate things. King of the Ring can take place at Crown Jewel. Make it that. But if they're not an annual thing, it'll just feel like you've just done it randomly for the sake of it. It has to be annual. In my opinion, anyway. I'm talking about. Where is this taking me? Fabrizio says I can name one championship in WWE which is useless and helps you zero, and that's the Women's Tag Team Championship. It's not a big deal. It's not. You're right. But that's because it's not being booked as one. It should be. The problem is WWE doesn't have women's tag teams. There isn't that many. And then when they do, the title has been absolutely jinxed. Every single time something goes wrong. Do you think, like, they had the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan as genuine tag team champions. That made sense. Boom. Liv gets injured. The same things happen like 4 times. Over and over again. Women's champions get injured. I do, and I'm going to be very careful, but I believe that the female wrestlers sometimes are a little bit more likely to get injured. And if it's a tag team, there's just twice as likely that one of them's going to get hurt. But then you also had that they don't booked very well. They're not given many challenges, many opponents and stuff. So, really, they should have had the women's tag team division back when they had, like, the Bella Twins. They had loads of women who were actual credible tag teams. But now they don't. And when they do, they don't use them. The Kabuki Warriors, they're genuine. If they're not given matches, though, bear in mind, though, I think you have to remember, for long periods of time, the men's tag team division wasn't used very well. It has a better history now, but on the whole, the men's tag team division has had some periods of absolute garbage. WWE just isn't very good at booking tag teams. they've had some great time because they've had some great teams that were just too good to be booked badly. But remember, they booked the Dudley boys initially so that Bubba Ray Dudley had a stutter. They booked Edge and Christian and the Hardys both as vampires at one point or another. Once they found out they were good at ladder matches, they had them do so many ladder matches they nearly crippled themselves.
Professor Weasley asked me to get something from that.
So I don't think it's just the women's tag division. The men's tag division just happens to have such very talented and established tag teams.
From my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivia.
I also will say, I actually think the women's tag team title is a really nice looking title. I know a lot of people don't like it, but that white strap, the gold and silver, the X shape, I actually really like it. But I do agree, it's not booked well. And Fabrizio says, you know what's crazy? I do not. Go on, tell me.
Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid. Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The golden snidget.
Correct. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1260.
Yeah, Roman had 3 different title belts, and yet they all looked exactly the same. They were just a big shape with a big WWE logo on it. I think those world titles are butt ugly.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of
Fabrizio says technically Roman Reigns never lost the Universal title. No, but it was unified with another one, so...
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility.
I think those belts are ugly as hell. I think the nicest belt we've seen recently, or had recently, is the US Championship. Although I know I love the NXT Championship as well.
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the Quaffle. When a chaser throws the Quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it can... If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
God,
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete.
Want to test your knowledge on some more difficult questions?
I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Fabrizio says, I like that every title we have now has a gold colour. I mean, most WWE titles have tended to be gold. Same with a lot of the other places, to be fair. But I agree, I like them as gold. I think when we had, I think when it was the ECW title, they made it silver. And it just looked cheap. It didn't look like it was a real title.
Revelio.
Here's one for you, Fabrizio. What is your favourite title belt of all time? What do you think is the nicest title belt in WWE? We'll start with that. Yeah, which belt look? You think you think the universal? Yeah, I'm just asking which one you think is the most beautiful belt. Not like which you think is the biggest title, but which physical belt itself is the nicest one.
Revelio. You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Yes, the transformation spell. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson.
The blue universal belt. See, I don't be mad. Don't have a problem with that. Why won't time skip forward for me? This is weird. For me, it's, I think all those belts where it's just a big W on the front tend to look a little bit bland. I
hate to...
I don't think it's bad. Just boring. And all of them are the same, just with different colours. For me, I really like the classic WWF Winged Eagle. Fabrizio says, but what looks like a real champion, like a big champion, is the World Heavyweight Champion title. That does. It is and it looks very much like the old WCW Big Gold Belt, as it was called.
We needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
The worst belt is the red universal title. That's the same belt. It's just a different coloured strap. But fair enough, mate. I mean, it was ugly. Like, literally when they unveiled it, everyone was like, my God, that's ugly.
Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
The swoosh was black.
You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed.
I don't know, man. I just like a belt to have some design on it other than just WWE's logo.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities.
Fabrizio says, you may disagree, but the undisputed title looks better than the old black WWE Championship belt. I do disagree, very much so. However, what I will say is, I think a lot of it comes down to the title belts you grew up with.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can, in an effort to...
I think you grow up with a particular title belt. It's the one you feel most connected to, you're most interested in. It links to your wrestlers. I grew up seeing the WWF Winged Eagle around the waist of Macho Man, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, and then the next version of it around the waist of The Rock, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle. So, Fabrizio says, what looks better, the old US title or the current US title? Oh, the current one. There was two versions of the old WWF US title, and they were ugly as hell. One was a spinner one, the other one was just a big flag.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the trip.
So yeah, that was. They were not particularly. That was not particularly good. Neither of them. The newer one is much better.
I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine. Bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Although the best US title was actually the WCW one.
Mentioning something about gobbledygook.
But the one we have now in WWF is definitely the next best one.
The Daedalian keys are back, aren't they?
Let's have a little look, see where we're at, quest-wise. Speak to Amit about gobbledygook. Meet Sebastian at the Overlook Mine. Oh, I need to be a higher level to do either of those. What level am I at? Need to get up to a rank 21. Fabrizio says, be honest, should Cody have dethroned Roman at WrestleMania 39? No. Absolutely not. If you'd asked me on the day, I would have said, of course he should. And yet, sometimes it's better to not get what we want. Because we think we know what's best for us. We think we know what we want. And then we didn't get what we wanted. And it ended up being 10 times better when he did win the title. So, sometimes we have to learn to be a bit more patient. We just have to wait our turn and just calm down. Cody's title win was incredible. And if it had happened sooner, it wouldn't have been as good. It was so obvious he was going to win. So when he would have won, I would have been like, yay, there we go. When he actually won at WrestleMania 40, I was like, oh my God, it was huge. And the build and everything else that had happened, that match, by the way, with that ending with Cena, with The Undertaker, with The Rock, Solo, Jimmy, Jay, all getting involved, Seth, it was perfect. The build to that with the match before, the night before, the tag match, also perfect. So, absolutely not. What we got was maybe the best ending to I wouldn't say the ending to a feud, because it did carry on, but you know what I mean. The best finale we ever got in wrestling, in my opinion. I think sometimes in wrestling, we think we know what's best, and we just have to learn that we're not always right. We don't know what the final plan is, the storyline. We just think we do. There's lots of times I've thought a wrestler should be the main guy. And it turns out that the reason they weren't was because they were always getting high or something. Or they were unreliable backstage. Or they were concerning backstage. Or that I thought they should be the world champion, but when they were made the world champion, they couldn't actually handle it. They really struggled with the pressures. So, again, sometimes we just have to trust WWE has a reason for doing what they're doing. We might not always agree with that reason or like that reason, but half the time we don't know that reason. It's different when we know than to say, I don't like that, I don't agree with that. But Roman lost the title when he did, and it made it maybe the most epic title reign in history. Fabrizio says, I think I still wanted Punk, Cody, John Gunther. Yeah, I would have liked that. Fabrizio says, one thing for sure, Drew should have been world champion since last year. It's a real shame. I agree. I think a world title reign for Drew would have been good. But Drew is doing a very good example of what we spoke about with what with Gunther, is that he's been able to stay relevant without the title. So he's still no title, and he's still, I mean, his feuds and matches with CM Punk, with Seth, with they've been really good. How the hell do I get that? There it is. Acquire that one.
Everything's all right now.
Now a giant purple toad I need. Fabrizio says, things that we wanted but we never got. Let's start Chad Gable IC title reign. Ludwig Kaiser push. We didn't get it. I agree. I especially agree with the title reign for sorry, I was swapping magic around. Chad Gable, I definitely think should have been the IC champion. The fact that it was Sami Zayn that beat Gunther was so silly. He got nothing from that. Sami Zayn got nothing from that. Because Sami Zayn had been competing for the world title just before it and didn't win. So to then get the IC title, it just shows that he's not good enough to be the world champion, that's all. And I don't think he is, by the way. Sorry. Very controversial take, I'm sure. But I don't think he is. And he's also already been the Intercontinental Champion. So it did nothing for Sami Zayn to win that. And that was a huge thing that should have been to either Chad Gable, as you said, maybe Sheamus, as Sheamus has been waiting for that title reign. But Sami Zayn got nothing from it. And if anything, it just made it look like Gunther, after all that, lost to a kind of a part-time, really good jobber.
You've made a grave mistake.
Oh, it turned him into a barrel. That's nice. Sorry, I will read if there's another comment there. Just give me a second. I need to whoop some candy ass here at Hogwarts first. I still need this bloody toad. While I'm flying, Fabrizio says, the Seth faction will never top the Bloodline, but I believe it could be then better than the Judgment Day. I don't. I agree that it won't top the Bloodline. And here's why it won't top the Judgment Day. What's it called? We've had it since, it's been there to some degree since WrestleMania. And it doesn't even have a name. no one talks about a faction that no one can name. The Judgment Day has been around for years now. Since the initial, iteration with Edge, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. None of those are even in the faction anymore. But it's changed. It's been the focal point of WrestleMania matches. They've held pretty much every major title at some point. I think barring the WWE title, but they've held the world title, the women's WWE title, the women's world title, the women's tag titles, the men's tag titles, the Intercontinental title, the NXT North American title. The Judgment Day have dominated wrestling. And they've introduced new members. They've been involved in different storylines, even if they weren't. So, yeah. Oh, there we go. Levitate a dug bug by its tongue. Really? Okay. Done.
Assignment's all finished.
And head back now. Woo. Let's head back to Hogwarts. Fabrizio says the problem with the booking since Tiffany won the title, we got 4 rematches against Nia. 2 of them ended in a DQ, like it takes years to move. I agree. Totally on that one. I know we agree and disagree on different things, but I totally agree on that. I think it's okay when you win a world title. It's okay for your first title defense to be against someone you've previously feuded with, especially if you've had a win and a loss each, and you're then just getting that tiebreaker. Because also your first title defense needs to be something that's ready-made, because we know you're probably going to win anyway. But they just fought too many times. I'm not a big fan of Nia Jax, if I'm honest. I think if a match or feud or rivalry is just, pardon to steal Sheamus's term, but banger after banger, I don't care how many times they're going to fight. Like when Brock Lesnar was fighting Kurt Angle, I didn't care how many times they fought in tagged or single matches, because every single match was an absolute classic. When you have matches between two people that just have outstanding matches, it becomes a go-to, and I don't think anyone cares. It's like, fine, keep going. But that wasn't it. I think one of them wasn't the last one at the Night of Champions or something. I think that was just an easy way to get some. Was it that? Maybe it was another one. No, it wasn't that. It was something else. I think it's just a bit of an easy booking decision. And yes, I miss Roman Reigns too. But I also don't want him to come back just for the sake of it. I want him to come back when they've got something good for him. I think, if I'm honest, it's going to be Seth Roman at SummerSlam. If he doesn't cash in tonight, I think what happens is at SummerSlam, it's Seth versus Roman. Seth loses, Roman wins, but then Seth goes on to what have we got to do? Seth goes on to cash in. So it's almost like Seth loses to Roman, but then he also still gets his win on the night.
Beginner's luck.
Fabrizio says, but I guarantee I want Roman to have a match at SummerSlam, not returning to... No, he'll Seth versus Roman at SummerSlam, I think, is going to be the plan. Okay.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. Ugh. I take it you're ready to learn.
I completed your assignment, Professor.
Let's learn this spell, and then I think we will wrap this up. I will be back in a couple of hours for a wrestling stream, though, so keep those notifications on.
You might suspect can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements.
Yeah, come on.
Blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
Bombarder.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkin.
Let's try the exploding charm on a pumpkin.
Excellent wand work.
Boom.
Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control. Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Maybe she's like, maybe I shouldn't have thought of this because she keeps exploding things. Fabrizio says, I'm still mad that Saturday night's main event isn't on Netflix. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just what Saturday night's main event was always like. It was like a network special. Just be glad it's on YouTube. It means we can definitely get to see it. Anything else to... Let's do that. See if I level up. And if not, this will definitely be the last thing I do. Why is it telling me to go that way? Oh. Quidditch stuff?
Revelio.
There you are. The Crosswands duelist to beat.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, so what I'm going to do when I finish this bit, I'm going to tell you what matches I will be doing in my Saber Duel wrestling stream later on. Hopefully you will all like what we have planned. Fabrizio says, I've got to go. No worries, mate. I very much appreciate you being here anyway. I am pretty confident you're going to end this stream as the #1 commenter for this stream. So congratulations for that and thank you for that. And I will give you, even if you're not here, I will give you that shout out.
Where's the treasure? Revelio. Revelio. Bombarda. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Discover the painting secret. Oh, hang on a minute. I see it. Sneaky.
Aha! There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
Oof. That's a fancy robe. Let's take a look at that. My word. Yes, please. Return to Arthur Plummy. Okay. Show me how to get to him. We will do this. Then we are wrapping the stream up, guys. I know I've said that twice now, but still.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
I cannot do this for all eternity. I'm sorry. If I could undo all that happened that day, I would.
This robe is lovely, by the way.
Made any progress with your treasure map?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever. Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me.
God, he sounds like a right little
On
dog.
to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round...
Hello, Sophronia. That was quite the quiz you gave me. What are you up to now?
Good test of one's knowledge, isn't it? I'm actually working on something equally interesting, but need help from a 5th year, so it's good you came along. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there.
Well, we have hit the 2 hours I said I'd do. So I'm going to wait till this little whippet has finished talking.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's
Yay! Perfect. We ranked up to 21, just like we said we would do.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Let's stroke a cat first, though. I like the cats. Little kitty. Little kitty. Pretty kitty. I better be careful. It could be another student, actually. That's thing to be mindful of in Harry Potter. Talents. Glad we've leveled up. That was kind of key. Boom. Okay. So we're going to wrap it up there, guys. I want to give some thank yous to people that have been here with me today. So thank you to A-Train, Training and Development. Thank you to Hardly Quinn. Thank you to Nathan A. Manning. Thank you to Fabrizio Empire. Thank you to Eli Edits. And I am looking at the whole sort of top fans ranking thing. And Fabrizio Empire was the #1 fan for this stream. So Fabrizio, hardly a surprise because he was talking all the way through it. We were chatting about wrestling a bit. So thank you very much for that. And thank you to everyone else as well. I appreciate it. I'm still trying to figure out how this works. It talks about like how much XP and stuff people get and give, and I don't know what we do with it, what that XP does. Very weird. But thank you to everyone for commenting and joining during the stream. I do appreciate it. It's been a while since I've done this one. And I do want to finish it. I want to actually complete this story. So I will probably hold off until I can do longer streams like this one, a good couple of hours. For those interested, I will be doing a WWE 2K25 Saber Duel wrestling stream tonight. And it will be the 10th episode of it. And we have got some big matches. We will have a Halloween Havoc title match, and as voted for by you, it will be a cage match between Braun Strowman, the Monster Among Men, versus The Fiend to end that rivalry. We will have a 4-on-4 match as the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, the Usos, and The Rock take on the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the British Bulldog, and the Sabre Duel Wrestling Champion, CM Punk. We have got a fantastic tag team match as Rey Mysterio and Rob Van Dam team up against the Monster Abyss and AJ Styles. Proper TNA classic team there. And of course, the women's title will be on the line. Jade Cargill versus the #1 contender, Rhea Ripley. That right there is a hell of a match. Hell of a match. And we will have a #1 contenders match for the Sabre Duel Wrestling title to see who will face CM Punk. It will be a triple threat match between all 3 previous Sabre Duel Wrestling or YouTube Mania champions. Triple H, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig, and Kurt Angle. Triple threat match. So we have got 5 matches for you later on today. It is going to be a fantastic stream. And hopefully we will talk a little bit more about both Saturday night's main event and Evolution. Until next time, guys, thank you so much again to everyone that's been here. It has been much appreciated. It's been a lovely stream. Really enjoyed it. I hope your Saturday is going well. I know both in America and the UK, it is toasty today, and it has been yesterday as well. So stay hydrated, look after yourselves, and of course, Levioso, or as you say outside of the Wizarding World, take the high ground.